I really do my best to be positive in my videos and not rant on platforms or particular clients. But there's three things about WorkMarket that just drive me nuts. So if you've ever seen these same problems, just know that you're not alone. My name is Michael and I'm with Field Tech Academy. My goal is to help technicians to be more effective in the field and to maximize their income. The first thing that drives me nuts about WorkMarket is their reports. I've not been able to make them work at all. One of the things I'm going to talk about later in the video is the WorkMarket 1099 process. I wanted to reconcile my accounting records with WorkMarket because the 1099 did not match what I showed in my records for income. I thought, great, I'll just run a report on payments. And then I can use that report to reconcile my books against their books and make my income match the 1099. Here's the email that I received after I created my report. Let me show you what happens when I go to the report. There's no data, and I generated it again. Got a second email. There's still no data. There's no options here. I don't even know what to do, but I'm clearly not getting a report that I created that it says that I created. So let me show you how you should be able to do a report, and we'll see what happens. To create a new report, you're going to go into your payment screen. I want to know what my earnings were for last year. So I'm going to go to Contractor Earnings. This shows all my earnings starting from current date going backwards, but I want to know a specific date range. So I'm going to generate a report. First thing I'm going to do is change the date range to match the range that I want to see. We're going to go January 1st of 2023 through December 31st of 2023. We're going to apply that. Now I'm only seeing transactions from 2023. Now the simplest way is to just export this to a CSV. Problem with doing an Excel spreadsheet is now I'm getting everything under the sun, not just payments. So I'd like for that report generation to work. We're going to build a custom report. Select this. Now what I'm looking for are payments made within 2023. So I'm going to say payment date. I'm going to select to filter. And of course there's no last year, so I'm going to have to say date range. January 1st, 2023. December 31st, 2023. And then here's where hopefully I will get the information that I want. Next step. Okay, show a preview. Nothing. Create the report. Let's call it test. Create it. Let's go to reports. It doesn't even show that I created a report at all, but I'm getting emails showing that I've created reports and custom reports. Still nothing. Clearly trying to generate a report is useless here. That means that the only way I'm going to be able to reconcile is to go through this spreadsheet and filter it down and get the deposits and the fees and do it all myself. The second thing that drives me nuts about WorkMarket is that your money, your payments, are not secured. Platforms like FieldNation and CloudWork Pro guarantee your payments. I don't know if that means that they pre-fund the tickets or they hold it in escrow, but I know that FieldNation and CloudWork Pro will ensure that you get paid if you do the job and you get the job approved. I've had experiences with FieldNation and they've been very proactive to allow you to escalate a ticket, to report a problem, and to actually step in as a referee and help you in situations. But with WorkMarket, if there's a payment issue, you are left out to dry. They will not help you. It could be an issue of the client literally never clicking approve on the ticket. And so you've done the job, you submitted it for payment, and it just sits there. And WorkMarket won't force it closed. For example, I have 3 tickets from 2018 with this buyer, 360 Network Services. I did the work, completed the jobs, and the buyer simply never hit the approve button. So they're in this eternal status of pending approval. I went to WorkMarket. I said, hey, can you force these tickets closed? Can you follow up with the buyer? Can you help me out? They told me that I was on my own. So when it comes to WorkMarket being any kind of a referee, you're going to get zero help. And you're going to have the same problem if you ever have tickets that the buyer refuses to pay. So as you can see, I have some past due receivables. These were tickets that were actually approved by the buyer. They simply never sent me the money. Of course, these tickets go back to 2012, but it still illustrates the point that these tickets were approved. There was no dispute over them being done correctly or not, and WorkMarket would not force payment on these. WorkMarket's solution was, well, you need to sue them. You need to take them to court. I'm not going to take somebody to court for $500. And the buyer probably knows that. Who knows how many hundreds of texts they did this to? I mean, as you can see, this isn't life-changing money. Between this $500 and those 3 tickets that weren't approved, we're probably talking $2,000. With the hundreds of tickets that I've done, this has only happened with 2 buyers. Everybody else, I've been able to work with them and get it taken care of. So I would never say don't do business on WorkMarket, but you need to pay attention to your buyers. If you get 1 ticket with 1 buyer and they start hassling you for payment and they start slow paying you, don't do any more tickets for them. Make sure that you get the issues resolved before you take any more tickets. Before I get into the third thing that drives me nuts about WorkMarket, if you're getting value today, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to watch other videos on my channel. I really worked hard to create videos that will help you to learn more about these platforms and how to be more effective, to get more work, and to increase your income. Also, check out my website at fieldtechacademy.com. I have digital downloads available. I also have a direct client package available for purchase that can greatly increase your income in this industry. So the third thing that drives me nuts about WorkMarket, I alluded to earlier, is their 1099 process. Let me show you what they give you when you try to download your 1099. So we're going to go to our profile icon. We're going to click settings. We're going to go to tax documentation. This will give you access to all of your 1099s from all the years that you've worked with WorkMarket. The most recent ones will be at the bottom. As you can see, they're going to provide you with 2 to 3 different downloads for every year. Let's make it as complicated as possible. The first basic one is your 1099. Okay, so that looks pretty straightforward. It's just a 1099, shows the total income for that year. My challenge is that this amount doesn't match what I show I received in payments. So obviously I want to get some sort of report to reconcile that against. So you would think you could pull these reports and it would make more sense. So this one shows 19.9 before these expenses, which I don't know what these expenses are. They don't explain it. And then there's this other area. You've got earnings paid through companies on WorkMarket platforms, which I'm pretty sure I'm doing work for companies on the platform already. If I pull the other report, and this shows totally different set of income that's like 985. The bottom line is this 1099 is what WorkMarket sends to the IRS. So this is what the IRS is going to expect to see in your income reports. I showed that I made $21,431.64, $544.69 more than what they're reporting to the IRS. So I looked at the end of 2022, I looked at the beginning of 2023, and I looked at the end of 2023, and I looked for anything that might add up to roughly $544.69. And butkus. Now, I'm not an accountant and I'm not a tax attorney, so nothing that I'm about to say is tax advice or accounting advice. My understanding is that if I report more income than what's on the 1099, that is the safe bet. And since it's a difference of $544, it's not a big deal. It's just something that drives me nuts because I'm a little OCD and I like for the numbers to match. Okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox now. I'm going to go back to doing positive, productive videos. I mean, if you've had similar experiences or other challenges with WorkMarket, let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to see what kind of things you've ran into that are frustrating. As always, let's get you out in the field making money. I'll see you in the next video.